A biologic drug is a product that is produced from living organisms or contains components of living organisms. Biologic drugs include a wide variety of products derived from human, animal, or microorganisms. These could be vaccines, blood components, cells, genes, tissues, and recombinant proteins. So, how different are biologics from traditional chemical drugs? The biggest difference is in the size of the molecules. Biologics are much larger molecules compared to chemical drugs. They can often be 1,000 times larger than chemical drugs. This is why biological drugs are also called as large molecules, whereas chemical drugs are called as small molecules. Chemical drugs are often taken orally like tablets, capsules, syrups, etc., whereas biologics are taken in the form of injectables or infusions. Chemical drugs are also stable and less sensitive to handling conditions. Biologics, on the other hand, can be very sensitive to these factors and need to be stored and transported under refrigerated conditions. Biologics are used to treat a wide variety of diseases like cancers, rheumatoid arthritis, and many more complex diseases. Biologics are mostly used to treat complex diseases for which cures are not available. They are usually prescribed to patients who are failing standard medication. Biologic drugs are a lot more complex and expensive to manufacture than regular chemical drugs. Let us take a look at one of the ways to manufacture biologic drugs called recombinant DNA technology. Various advances in biotechnology have made it possible for us to edit, add or delete genes. The manufacturing process of biologics starts with inserting the gene responsible for producing the drug into DNA of microorganisms like E. coli, which is the bacteria used to produce insulin. The bacteria is then left to divide and reproduce in a cell culture. Then from this cell culture, the bacteria that can produce the biological entity most efficiently are selected and added to a fermenter where they multiply in a number. Now we have clones of original bacteria that can produce the drug. We will take these clones and freeze them. This is called a cell bank and will be used to make this particular drug in the future. The cell bank is a safety net for the company and will be used to start a new cell line in case anything goes wrong during the production. To produce the drug, one of the vials from the cell bank is unfrozen and expanded in a bioreactor. The clones of the original bacteria will produce the drug since they have gene to produce it. The drug will then be extracted from the bacteria and purified in the form in which it has to be delivered in the body. From there, we will make the final formulation of the drug in the form of injectable, package it and distribute it. This process is not only very long but also very complex and expensive compared to chemical drugs. The complexity of manufacturing biologics lies in the conditions under which the drugs are manufactured. While chemical drugs are produced through various chemical reactions, they are not very sensitive to environment in which they are manufactured. Biological drugs are very sensitive to the conditions in the bioreactor. They have to be produced at very certain temperature and at a certain level of humidity. They produce different results even if the concentration of nutrients in the cell culture are slightly different. They may not produce the intended result if there is a small change in any of these conditions. So they have to be produced in an environment that can be controlled. So if we take two vials from the cell bank and start a cell line in Europe and another one in US, there will be very small differences in them unless everything is exactly replicated in the two manufacturing facilities. A biosimilar is a copy of innovative biological drug which can be manufactured and sold by other companies after the innovator's patent has expired. However, biosimilars are not identical copies of the original drug. Unlike the chemical drugs where the chemical composition of the drug can be observed and generic companies can make exact copies of the drug. Due to the manufacturing complexity, it is almost impossible to make the exact copy of original biological drug. But as long as they behave the same way and cause the same effect in the body, they are treated as equivalents of the original drug. Although biosimilars sound like generics, they are not generic versions of biological drug. There can be some differences between generic and biosimilars. While generics are exact copies of the original drugs, biosimilars are highly similar but not identical to the reference biologic. An exact copy of reference biologic is impossible to make unless you have the access to innovator's cell bank and can replicate exact conditions for manufacturing the drug. Generics can also be used interchangeably with original drug as they are exact copies, but a biosimilar cannot be used interchangeably with a reference biologic because the drug is not an exact copy. Some people might be allergic to the biological entity in biosimilar, or their body might not respond the same way to the biosimilar. So biosimilars cannot be used interchangeably with the reference biologic unless they prove a very high degree of similarity. This is also one of the reasons for the low penetration of biosimilars. Another key difference between the biosimilar and generics is that biosimilar have to do a small clinical study before they receive approvals, whereas generics do not. Since it is not an exact copy, the trial is conducted to prove that the biosimilar has the exact same effect on the body as the reference biologic. And lastly, there is a significant price erosion for the drug when generic are introduced. But due to low penetration and the fact that the biosimilars are not interchangeable with reference biologic, there isn't much erosion in the price of the original drug. Moreover, due to the manufacturing complexity and high cost, the price of biosimilars are not that much lower than the reference biologic. A new biologic drug has to go through the same approval process as any of other drug. They go through the same steps of discovery, preclinical trials, clinical trials and then approval. At the end of the process, chemical drugs apply for an NDA. In the case of biologics, companies apply for a BLA, which is Biologics License Application. The US FDA has an abbreviated pathway for the approval of biologics, but their development is expensive and time consuming. To get the final approval for a biosimilar, company file a ABLA, which is abbreviated Biologics License Application. Biosimilars takes 8 to 10 years to develop and cost $100 to $200 million, where a generic may take 2 to 4 years to develop and cost only $1 to $2 million. Biosimilars are needed to bring down the cost of biologic drugs. Biologic drugs are most expensive drugs in the world. As the new players enter the space, the increased competition is expected to bring the cost of biosimilars down, which will make them much more affordable to a wider group of people.